Welcome back to Sport Recovery and Development, where we share real stories of our SRD student athletes. Some are bouncing back from injury, others are totally healthy, but all of them have the same goal. They want to push past the obstacles that are in their way and become stronger, faster, and more explosive than ever before. I'm Jared Bridges, and I'm going to introduce to you today a young lady who is as resilient as she is graceful. She's got a great story to tell, and I can't wait for you to hear it, so stick around. Any athlete that's suffered an injury or a setback knows exactly how grueling and difficult it can be to come back from it. And it's not just the physical rehab. How do you gain the confidence back? How do you step back onto the court or the field and be as dominant as you were before, or better yet, more dominant than you've ever been? Our guest today did exactly that. Ridglee Thompson had a terrible ACL injury, and she turned that injury into the most amazing comeback story. Ridglee, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
It is great to see you.
It's good to see you too.
It's been like 3 years, I think.
I don't know the last time I was here, honestly.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, you're a college girl now.
Yes, I am.
Are you enjoying it?
I am enjoying it.
Okay, good. What do you like about college?
Probably there's just a little bit more freedom.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
The freedom? What are you
Yes.
doing with your freedom?
Well,
Studying?
I am studying.
Drinking lots of water?
Yes.
And exercising?
Yeah, I actually am. I'm still trying to keep up with it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not surprised by that at all.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here and being willing to share your story.
Thank you.
Let's start at the beginning.
Yes.
How old were you when you first started playing volleyball?
I want to say I was probably 8 years old.
8?
Yeah.
And was
Around
this
that.
like a city league?
Yeah, it was at like Springdale Parks and Rec,
Okay.
and all my friends did it, so I wanted to try it.
Okay. Were you playing other sports too?
I did soccer as well,
Okay.
and a little bit of softball, but soccer and volleyball I really stuck with.
What was it about volleyball that really captured you? Where did that passion for that sport specifically come from? Was it somebody else's influence on you, or just it was a sport you enjoyed more than the others?
I think it kind of came a little bit naturally, and I felt like it really embodied my talent, and I don't know, I just really enjoyed it more than soccer at the end of the day.
Yeah. What position did you play? Did you always play the same position?
No, I have bounced around from a setter, an outside hitter, right side hitter, and a DS.
Okay.
So a little bit of everything besides middle.
So when you were 8 years old, you were playing in a rec league.
Yeah.
And that was how many years you were playing in a rec league?
Probably 5 years.
5 years?
Yes.
And then after rec league, was it club?
Yes.
And then after club, junior high and club?
Yes.
Okay. What was your favorite year?
I would probably say my 14th year.
Your
is my
14th year?
favorite. Yeah.
And that's like 7th grade, 8th grade?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And when I met you, you were a sophomore in high school. Do you remember what it was like? Because you know my daughter Liv, my
Yes.
oldest daughter. She is a sophomore now, so she's the age that you were when I first met you.
Yes.
So in the last year, we saw her kind of get confronted with the pressure where, okay, you're leaving 9th grade where you're the top dog in junior high, and now you're competing with juniors and seniors for varsity spots, for playing time. And then as you get older, you know that there's going to be the coaches that are watching you and recruiting.
Yes.
And so do you remember how you felt when you were, you've been playing since you were 8 years old, but suddenly you're leaving 9th grade, headed to play 10th grade at Harbor High School. Do you remember what that felt like?
It was very nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
I grew up with some of the girls at Harbor just through my brother was in the same grade as them. So I kind of knew them, but at the end of the day, I was scared. I was so nervous.
It is nerve-wracking.
Yes.
Yeah, it seemed brutal for Liv.
Yeah.
So how hard do you think you were working to earn your spot as you're going into your 10th grade year?
I was working harder than I'd ever worked before.
It was a whole new level.
Yes. We were two schools going to high school, into one high school.
Yeah.
And so it was very much a rivalry, kind of. So you had to fight.
Yeah. And so what were the things that you were doing? When you say I was working so hard, you were like doing lessons plus all the practices. What all were you doing to prepare for that?
I was just doing extra work outside of practice. I was always making sure whenever I was at practice or after practice that I was talking to people, just making people know that like I'm here to work and that I'm very serious about it,
Yep.
and that I'm not gonna be complacent.
Right. And I'm sure it was obvious to your coaches. Coaches definitely recognize and appreciate attitudes like that. So moving into the 10th grade year, that was the year that you were injured.
Yes.
How far into the season?
I would say we were in the middle of our season when
Right
that
in the
happened.
middle?
Yes.
Can you tell me about that injury? What happened?
Yeah, so we were playing Rogers High School, and I had just rotated to the front row. So I was going to hit, and I was on the outside. We were in serve receive, and the girl from Rogers serves it over the net. I got a pass, a good set, and so I went up and I hit the ball, and I got a kill, and then I came down on my left leg, and it just completely collapsed under me.
Did you land on somebody else or just land?
It was just straight on,
non-contact?
no contact or anything.
Yeah. The majority of ACL injuries across all sports actually are non-contact injuries. That's wild, isn't it?
Yes, it is, but I understand it now.
Did you know immediately, as soon as you hit the court, something was bad wrong?
I knew something was seriously wrong, but I never would have imagined it was my ACL.
Really?
Yeah, never.
Did you get back up? You were able to stand back up?
No, I was in a ball, and everybody was freaking out because I'm just not someone to just like not get back up.
Right.
I would usually get back up immediately, but I was in a ball, and they had to put me on my back and make sure that I was okay, obviously, but I could not get back up.
And so you were realizing in the moment something is interrupting my plans.
Yes, yeah.
At the very beginning of dreaming about everything you were about to experience in high school and after.
Yes.
Yeah. How would you describe those feelings? What are those feelings in that moment?
It was a lot of anxiety because whenever an athlete gets through an injury, you don't think that you're going to be as good as you were before.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was growing tremendously, and then I felt like I just completely got stopped from that.
Yeah, you're going to lose time.
Yes.
Now I can't go to extra lessons.
Yeah.
Now I can't practice with my team. Were you worried someone would take your spot on the depth chart?
100%.
Yeah. How did you calm those anxious thoughts down? Did it take a while to do it?
Honestly, they never really calmed down.
They never calmed down.
It was a constant anxiety within me.
Did you feel like you had a lot of support from your coaches, your teammates, your family? Were they rallying around you?
Yes, my coaches. Sometimes you hear stories where coaches don't really look at you anymore when you get hurt. Not my coaches. They would text me, they would call me, they texted me after every doctor's appointment.
Wow.
And they were in full support of me, and they made it known.
Obviously cared about you.
Yes.
Well, that's great. I love that. I wish I had asked you that years ago. If I remember correctly, you finished your PT rehab post-op at another clinic, but then you came to us for a return to sport program after. What was it about what we were offering in return to sports that you were attracted to? What was the decision-making process for you and your family? Why did you want to come here after PT?
Well, we just heard great things, nothing but great things about this place. And so I knew that I was not 100% even after physical therapy. They just kind of got me to where I could be able to run and jump a little bit, but I knew if I wanted to get back to where I wanted to be and be better than I wanted to be, I needed something more. and so I knew that this place could give me more.
What did you observe as different in the focus or approach at your SRD program compared to like the standard PT protocols you were following?
Yeah, I felt like I was being pushed a little bit more here, and I felt like the things that I was doing here were benefiting me more than the things I did at physical therapy. I felt like I was just doing standard things just to get me through the day, like just everyday things, but this was preparing me to get back to volleyball.
It's a crazy thing coming back from injury. You know, and you look at the statistics, how likely it is for an injured athlete to be re-injured, 3 months after the injury, 6 months after the injury, 9 months, a year after. And it's crazy because nobody wants to wait a long time, but it does take time to fully heal and fully be ready. And so that drive didn't go away in you. Coupled with a little bit of healthy anxiety, maybe.
Yeah.
Just driven.
Yes.
Can you remember a moment during your training here at SRD where you had the first like flicker of confidence return? Was there a specific drill or exercise that when you did it, you were like, I am on my way back?
It was honestly probably at the end whenever I was doing my evaluation, like the ending evaluation, because this is so funny. It involves Brooks actually.
Okay.
Because he was there during my first like evaluation initially, and it was the T run. I don't where you shuffle and everything, and I was so like scared to do anything. And at my ending evaluation, I did it again, and they were just like. Brooks didn't think I was the same girl, at all. Like, he was just, like, in shock that I was the same person, because I know I did not look athletic when I first came in.
Because you weren't trusting that left knee yet.
I was not trusting anything, and I was just so scared to hurt it again.
Which is normal.
But whenever I did that T-run, I knew that it felt so much better, and I knew that I was really on my way back. And I obviously still needed some more time, but I knew that I was close to being there.
So yeah, that T drill, just so everybody knows, it's an agility drill. If you shave a tenth and a half off, that's great, right? You shaved a half second off on your very first program.
Wow.
I was looking at that.
I forgot about that.
You gained 11 inches on your broad jump. And the limb symmetry, so like how strong your right leg was compared to the leg that had been injured, vice versa. The left leg was rated poor when we first saw you. And at the end of your first program, we had it up to 93% limb symmetry by the end. And you shaved a half second off that T drill. You had 11 inches on your broad jump. You had 3 inches on your vertical. And then the next time we worked with you right after that, you got your limb symmetry up to 96%. And by the end, you had it at 98%. So that's incredible. And that happens because you are working hard. So it was fun for us to work with you, and it was fun to celebrate. I found this post. So you worked with Rebecca too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Rebecca and Brooks. I found, and I'm going to show you this here in just a second, this post that Reeves did at the end of your first program. This is why all these stats are fresh on my mind. Because she said, she's got your name, and it says plus 11 inches broad, plus 3 inches vertical, half seconds on pro agility. Oh, excuse me. It was a half a second off your pro agility. You shaved 1.7 seconds off your T drill, which is insane. She said, incredible mechanical improvement, but most importantly, and this text is much bigger than the rest, most importantly, she gained the confidence to return to an elite level and feel so sure of her left knee. Look how young you look in that picture.
I know. That's so crazy.
Yep. So after those retests, you're feeling so much more confident finally. Do you remember the first time that you really went for it full speed at a practice after that?
Honestly, no, because my coach was still pretty scared.
Okay.
I honestly didn't go full out until my next season.
Yeah.
During summer practices, she wouldn't let me do everything, which was valid because I was still a little nervous, but I also was very frustrated with my coach. But she had all of the best interest.
Absolutely, as a healthy tension.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the first time it went full out was probably when our season actually started, my junior year.
And you remember that?
Kind of. She finally just kind of stopped hovering a little bit. It was a very like gradual thing. It wasn't
Right.
just like all of a sudden.
Right.
She was more worried than my mom probably.
Yeah. Well, you ended up adding a whole nother inch on top of the first 3 to your vertical. So it was crazy to not only see your limb symmetry come back and your confidence come back, but your performance to be that much better on top of all of the mechanical things we were looking at. It was a joy for our whole team to work with you. We think the world of you.
Well, I would not have been anywhere without y'all, so.
Well, without your hard work. If you could give some encouragement to somebody out there who's maybe suffered a similar injury or some advice, what would you tell them?
I would probably tell them to honestly lean more on the people around you. I felt like sometimes I was weighing people down just because obviously I couldn't do a lot within my injury. Obviously I could barely walk. So I felt like I was holding people back, but at the end of the day, all they wanted to do was love me and support me.
Yeah.
And so I wish I leaned on them a lot more during that process.
Well, you were very fortunate to have such a group around you.
Yes.
That's great. Thank you for sharing your story.
Yes, thank you for having me.
It's so good to reconnect.
Yes.
Let's not wait so long before we talk the next time. All right. Thank you, Ridglee.
Thank you.
Got a student athlete in the family who could use a custom program built just for them? Maybe they want to jump higher, run faster, be more agile, or perhaps they're recovering from an injury and need to come back stronger than ever. If you're in Northwest Arkansas, we've got you covered at Sport Recovery and Development. Head over to srdathlete.com right now, and once you're there, scroll down and click Request an Assessment. Fill in your name and contact info, select Sport Recovery and Development under Services, and then add any details about your athlete's goals or situation. Then hit Submit. Our expert team of performance coaches, made up of physical therapists, occupational therapists, athletic trainers, and certified personal trainers, can't wait to work one-on-one with your athlete to equip them to dominate. Go to srdathlete.com right now and let's get started. That's srdathlete.com.